Good morning, everyone. My name is David Nash, and today's topic is Transcendentalism. Transcendentalism originated in a place or a multitude of places called New England, basically. Transcendentalism can go under many definitions of what it is, but many people believe that Transcendentalism is a rebellious movement against the Puritan belief. Others believe Transcendentalism is a radical movement of the opposite thinking during the 19th century of Puritan's belief. And others, like myself, believe it's a mixture of both. Transcendentalists are basically people who are highly influenced and highly participate in the religion or theology of Transcendentalism. One of the things they believed in was basically self-growth in all aspects, from physicality to durability to patience, as well as maturity. But one of the main things that they really focus heavily on that involved themselves, and only themselves, was mainly being spiritual on their own, as well as being okay with being in solitude for a short amount of time, and just being really mainly an independent thinker and not letting other people's thoughts cloud their own judgment or their own thoughts, if you will. Transcendentalists recognized many new sources of inspiration from, again, solitude and other things. But one of the main things that they recognized as one of the new sources of inspiration was anything that involved wildlife, as well as what wildlife basically inhabited, which was everything that involved the natural world, from everything that, like the texture, the colors, the imagery of it. One of the famous quotes that this next time I'm going to show you guys, after this one, of course, which is basically since they was basically what they practiced their theology of Transcendentalism was basically they didn't do it in modern day practices like altars and churches like common people did. They did it in mountaintops and riverbanks. Fit their whole theology that was going on. I mean, most of them, they went out into the natural world and they just cultivated it. They lingered there for a long time and kind of gathered their thoughts there. There are many significant proponents in American traditionalism of the 19th century, but two of them that stuck out the most was Ralph Waldo Emerson and Henry David Thoreau. Ralph Waldo Emerson is basically the founder of the Transcendentalism movement, while Henry David Thoreau, he is the disciple as well as friend of Emerson, and he's also an author as well as the I would say the action goer of the whole movement. Emerson, he's mostly the philosopher and poet of the movement. He did less of the actual experimenting of his theories than Henry did. Henry did more of the experimenting. Henry actually went onto the natural world, if you will, aka wildlife, because they were wildlife, for under 3 years, and just dwelled there in this little cabin or hut, if you will, and just observed his surroundings there and took note of it, and just gained inspiration from that and made tons of great books from it. Tons of great books. In fact, one of my favorite quotes from Henry David Thoreau is that he made a quote where he stated, "It's not about what you look, it's about what you see," if you will. And that's one of the quotes that kind of like stuck with me. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you're looking deeper into something, other than something that's like displayed to you at face value. And this is my Works Cited page. That's where I got all my information from. And with that, I bid you all a great, wonderful, and educational day. See ya.